Hey agents, and welcome to the targeted loot allocation for July 8th, 2020. This is Shadow Gaming, and if you're enjoying the content, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Alright, so let's get started with today's targeted loot. I'm going to get started with the Dark Zones, then DC, then finish up with New York City. So in the Dark Zones today, unfortunately, I didn't see anything worth getting. We got Socolo Concern in DZ West, Seska SRO at DZ South, and Douglas and Harding at DZ East. I really don't recommend anything today. There's no DZ exclusives that I can think of off the top of my head, although I am compiling a spreadsheet that has all the DZ exclusive named items and only the DZ exclusive named items. There's an updated spreadsheet that I will link in the pinned comment below, and that's going to show you everything that's updated to TU10. There are some edits to be made from it. It does say that the Matador is a DZ exclusive, although when I was farming at the No Hope Hotel XP farm, I got the Matador a few times, and it wasn't just from the season cash reward track. I got it, I believe, from the targeted loot allocation that, you know, when you complete, like, say, a control point, and there's targeted loot for Walker Harrison Co. when it was over in Southwest, it dropped for me a few times, and same with other people in my group. So I let the guy know, and he responded and said he would look into it, and there was a few other things like the spike talent, I believe, was still at 8 seconds instead of 15 seconds, but basically the majority of it is correct. And if you see anything that seems off, just let me know, and I'll let the guy know, or you can let him know on Reddit. Alright, so in the north area, we do got gloves at Manning National Zoo and Honolulu at Coney Island Ballpark. I would say Honolulu is still worth it if you're looking to make a skill build. You know, you're going to need that skill haste. But gloves, if you're looking for the BTSU gloves, you can grab those. It's not a Black Tusk mission, but remember, BTSU gloves always drop from a glove targeted loot area. You just have to keep farming it. It will have not as high of a drop chance as a Black Tusk mission does, but it will drop. Alright, so the highlights for the west side. We do got light machine guns at Downtown West and knee pads at bank headquarters, assault rifles at Constitutional Hall, and Grupo Sobro at the Potomac Event Center. We also have Wyvernware at Tidal Basin, and rifles at DARPA Research Labs, and Petrov Defense and Lincoln Memorial. So if you're looking for the Bullet King or the Pestilence, Good Times light machine gun, or a good like negative, something like a good machine gun, and this is a good place to farm. You got a couple control points here, and they're not XP control point farms, but you can just farm them. And then of course knee pads, you can get the Ninja Bike knee pads, you can get the Fox's Prayer knee pads, you can get the Sawyer's knee pads, and bank headquarters is actually a really quick mission. That's probably why there's a time trial on it. I can complete that mission usually in about, I think, 12 minutes, might be 12 or 15 minutes, I forgot the quickest time I've done it, but it's not too difficult of a mission, and you get a rebound boss. He shows up not even halfway through the mission, maybe halfway through it, so that's a good chance to drop the Ninja Bike knee pads or the Sawyer's knee pads or the Fox's Prayer knee pads, because you have two bosses. I think you have three. You have two at the end and one in the middle, and they can drop from any random NPC. So that's a good place to farm the Ninja Bike knee pads and Fox's Prayer and Sawyer's knee pads. I would check that out for sure. Sawyer's knee pads got a pretty big buff and title update 10 as well. Assault rifles at Constitutional Hall. That's always a good place to farm too, because assault rifles it's really important if you have a DPS build. I run mine with a FAMAS and a classic M1A, and I wouldn't run it with anything else. So if you're looking for a FAMAS or a military AKM or a PE416 variant, or if you're looking for the Chameleon, I would hit up Constitutional Hall today, because I just don't see anything else today that is assault rifles. And of course, Petrov Defense Group at Lincoln Memorial. Petrov is still a good brand because you want that at least 10% light machine gun damage from the first piece. Lincoln Memorial is always a good place to farm. As long as it has something decent or really good there, I would farm there every day. You have 3 bosses at the end. It's a fast mission, and the contractor's gloves would most likely drop here than probably say Manning National Zoo. So I would check that out as well. And then of course for wyvernware or rifles, it's up to you if you need a classic M1A or a good rifle or the Merciless or Diamondback at DARPA Research Labs. And then of course for wyvernware, that's up to you and your personal opinion. Do you need wyvernware? Tidal Basin is a good place to farm. It's a big mission. It's a stronghold. So I'd say it's pretty worthwhile to farm there. Alright, so we got the highlights for the east side. We got Providence Defense at Grand Washington Hotel. We have holsters at Downtown East, gear sets at Judiciary Square, and Walker Harrison Co. at Federal Triangle, shotguns at Jefferson Trade Center, and we got Grupo Sombro at Air and Space, gear sets again in Southwest. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty good day. So I have 2 XP farms, Demolition Site and No Hope Hotel. If you're looking for any gear set pieces, minus the chest or backpack for Foundry Bulwark. If you're looking for any holsters, like any brand set holsters, then, or the Imperial Dynasty holster, or the Forge, then I would highly recommend going here and farming the Demolition Site XP farm. That's probably the fastest one there is. For gear sets, if you need any gear sets, you'll have them in a few hours if you do my No Hope Hotel XP farm. So I would check both of those out depending on what you need, if you need them at all. That's 2 pretty decent things you can get from these XP farms. And then Providence Defense at Grand Washington Hotel. I tell you this guys every day probably. Farming Providence Defense is your best bet. I mean, you have DPS builds that require it. It's mandatory for them. And if you already have a DPS build or a couple, and you have Providence Defense on it, which you have to, pretty much, then you know you're probably want a better rolled piece on one of 6 pieces or one of those 3 pieces. So it'd be worth it to farm for sure. Jefferson Trade Center. I mean, if you need the Sweet Dreams, that's the only shotgun exotic. Or you need a good M870 or something, I would go check out Jefferson Trade Center. Same with Walker Harrison Co. If you just need a good piece, or if you need like the Chain Killer, and the Matador is still up for discussion as being a DZ exclusive for me. I know you never really get it. It's super rare if it does drop in the open world. I think it's just rewarded to you in the open world. I think it might just be a DZ exclusive. I don't know yet for sure though. Either way, if you need Walker Harrison Co., it's at Federal Triangle. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Grupo Sombro, if you're making either a DPS build, you need 1 piece, or you need 2 pieces for that 15% explosives damage if you're making like an artillery turret build. Anyway, let's go to New York City, and then I'll let you guys go. Alright, we got submachine guns at the Tombs, backpacks at Civic Center, Gila Guard at Stranded Tanker, and assault rifles at 2 Bridges. Providence Defense at Pathway Park, Gila Guard at Battery Park, Richter and Kaiser at Financial District, skill attachments at Wall Street, and body armor at Liberty Island. I would recommend submachine guns if you want the Lady Death, or you're refarming a Chatterbox. The Tombs is a decent mission, I guess. Providence Defense if you want to run Pathway Park instead of, I forget the mission already, but over in DC, that's up to you. And if you need a good chest piece, I don't even know if you want to farm Liberty Island, but that's up to you as well. Also, if you're looking for a good assault rifle, like I said earlier, and I believe it was the West Side highlights, you could just go farm open world in 2 Bridges area. That might be better for you. It depends on if you like farming the open worlds in New York City, or you like farming them in DC. That's all onto you guys. These videos are kind of templates for you guys as to what most people will be looking to farm, maybe you in particular are looking to farm for, and then what I would be looking to farm for and my highlights for them. Anyway guys, I'm gonna let you go. I really appreciate everyone who sticks around and watches this to the end, and everyone who subscribes, like, comment, engages with these videos. I really appreciate it. I make these every day because you guys want me to. Most of you guys actually want me to. You appreciate that I'm doing it every day. I put in a lot of work and effort, and I schedule my life around these videos actually. I do them every single day. I have to. And it can be difficult to stay up so late at night till like 2 a.m. in the morning, but I really like doing it for you guys. I enjoy it for myself as well. So when you guys subscribe, like, comment, do it. When you engage with this channel, it means so much to me. It helps this channel out, and it helps me be seen more in the YouTube algorithm. and I really appreciate that, guys. My channel keeps growing and growing. My main analytics are over 100% on all 3. It's really fun. I like it, I enjoy it, and I'm having a lot more content than I'm bringing to you guys. So just stay tuned, turn on those bell notifications. I'm going to be working really hard this week on something good. A lot of things that are good, actually. Anyway, take care, agents. Subscribe and like if you enjoy the content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Shadow Gaming, signing off.